let's work with this problem is y is equal to tan x using first principles. So as the first stage says what? Increment x by x plus delta x and y by y plus delta y. So what happens now? Question becomes y plus delta y is equal to tan of x plus delta x. Done, very simple. Now as we know, we need to keep delta y on one side. That goes like tan of x plus delta x minus y. Then who's y? Y is my question. That goes like tan of x plus delta x minus tan x again. Now can I solve this, guys? Do I have any formulas connected to this? Now one thing what we do is we can actually write tan as sine by cos. So I can use this guy. Tan theta is given as sine theta by cos theta. I will use this formula and see what happens here. Alright, so in this case I can write delta y is equal to sine of x plus delta x by cos of x plus delta x minus sine x by cos x. And now that's what I have. Now as we have two fractions, take LCM and see what happens. It's basic simplification, nothing much. We don't have to remember anything. I'm just writing tan as sine by cos and simplify this and see what happens. Add them. So I'll take LCM down there. It goes to cos of x plus delta x into cos x. Now I need to multiply, cross multiply this. That goes like sine of x plus delta x into cos x minus cos of x plus delta x into sine x. Okay, that's what I have. I'm just taking the LCM out here and cross multiplying. Right? Now come back to this. This what is delta y, and can I still simplify this? This guy looks like one of the formulas which says sine of a minus b can be written as sine a cos b plus or minus cos a sine b. It looks exactly like that. So look at this. Instead of a I have x plus y and b I have x. So it looks like sine a cos b cos a sine b. Right? That formula that reduces to what? Sine of a minus b. So I can write sine of a. Who is a here? This full thing is a, alright? And this guy is b. So I write x plus delta x, alright? So a plus a minus b minus x. That's it. So this whole thing like a minus b. Sine of a minus b sine a cos b cos is sine b. So what happens down is x plus delta x into cos x. Can I cancel these guys? Yes. What I'm having right now is sine delta x by cos of x plus delta x into cos x. Okay, cool. Now what is the next thing to do? I need to divide both the sides by delta x. This is my second stage. Right, let me divide by delta x on both the sides. And I'll take this whole thing on one side. So I can write 1 by cos x plus delta x, right? X plus delta x into cos x. This much. And I will write this guy separately. Sine delta x, the whole thing divided by delta x. Now I can use the same formula. Which one? It says limit of theta tends to 0, sine theta divided by theta is 1. Right? So I can see that the design here is delta x and the same design here is delta x. Apply the limit and see what happens here. So the third stage, I have delta y by delta x. Now third stage is applying the limits. So limit of delta y by delta x, where delta x tends to 0, is I'll apply limits to this also. Limit of delta x tends to 0. I have 1 by cos x plus delta x into cos x. Correct? Again, limit of delta x tends to 0. I have sine delta x by delta x. Now this guy looks like the formula. Right? Remember, you should not have delta x in denominator, otherwise the whole thing will become infinity. Otherwise it should be a part of the formula like that. We learned this, right? So now come back to this and erase this. Let me erase this. What is that we have right now? If I apply limits, the left hand side becomes dy by dx. Yes. In the right hand side I can apply limits. Delta x is 0 at this point. So I get 1 by cos x into cos x. And the whole thing there will become 1. So I get 1 by cos squared x, and that becomes what? Dy by dx. If I write cos x up there, because I know the reciprocal of 1 by cos x is what? Secant x. Okay, this is one of the formulas. So 1 by cos squared x is secant squared x. So is that my formula? Yes. Dy by or d by dx of tan x is given as secant square x. Very simple. The same lines you can do cot. So you try it yourself, otherwise we'll do in the next video.